Now we got a pleasure, my guy, Gary Owen, comedian, actor,
Bengal fan.
Extraordinaire. Bengal fan.
Huge.
You know, me and Gary go way back. It's funny, I told the story on our podcast yesterday about how we've really got into a good relationship as friends when I couldn't get into an NFL party because they didn't believe I was an NFL player,
Right.
and you had to give me your pass to get in.
Two good stories about that Super Bowl. One, that was in Indy, and you were so small they didn't think it was you, and I was leaving, and you were standing there. He literally looked like Lucas from that movie. Like, throw me the ball. Throw it to Lucas. So I gave him my pass, and he got in. But I got a story about Joe, and he probably doesn't know this. That same night, there was the red carpet. And I don't know what party it was, but Joe was right in front of me, right? So Joe walked, got pictures on the red carpet. Then I was next. And right before I was supposed to walk, Tim Tebow walked in. This is 2012. Tebow was still like under Jesus.
He was hot.
You know, so Tebow, they said, hold on. Tim's going to go, and then you're up next, Gary. All right. So Tebow walked, and every camera went with him. Like, when it was my turn to walk the red carpet, I think I had, like, somebody from Butler University, like one student.
With a flip phone.
An intern.
Notepad. The flip notepad. Like,
there you go. Let's take a selfie, Gary.
Right. That's what it was. They was literally putting the flashlights back in the thing. Like, I was like, nobody got me. So there's no, like, wire images of me at that party.
Googling yourself all night?
Left with Tim Tebow.
That's funny, man. So what are you here in Minnesota for? Was that planned, what you're doing tonight?
No, I got a private event for Randy Moss.
Can we get tickets?
I don't know. I asked Randy.
Oh, listen to him backtrack.
I don't know. I'm not running it.
Full.
So private event. Private event, you said.
But we were telling the stories, like the reason why that came up is because last year Joe, at the ESPN party, they wouldn't let him in. Now this is a guy who has 10 Pro Bowls, first ballot Hall of Famer, and I slid right through. Like I've arrived because I'm on this list. And they wouldn't let. He almost got arrested. So do you have any stories about when you couldn't get into parties? I know you have to.
Couldn't get into a party. Oh, I got a better one.
Okay.
Not a party, but I had a TV show about 5 years ago on True TV with Shaq. It was called Upload. It wasn't very good. One season. And so we was shooting the show either at Universal Studios or at Shaq's house. So I'm like, we was at Shaq's house all day, and I hadn't worked out in like 3-4 days. Not that I'm a workout fiend, but I was just feeling like a lot of craft services, and I was like, I got to eat. I want to work out a little bit. Shaq goes, I own the 24-hour fitness. Just go down there. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do? Say, Shaq sent me? He goes, yeah, everybody knows me there. So I go down to 24-hour fitness. The guy, I'm like, dude, I know this sounds weird, but Shaq sent me. He goes, yeah, right. I go back to Shaq's house, and I said, yo, man, did you just play me? He goes, nah. So we do a selfie video, and we did like the Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
I said, yo, I'm in Orlando. Shaq said when I come to Orlando, I can work out 24-hour fitness. And Shaq comes from behind me and is like, he's good. Let him in. He taps me, and I go, don't you feel stupid for stopping me? I go back to 24-hour fitness. Same dude, I showed him the video. He goes, I can't argue with that. You're good. I put it on YouTube. It's on my YouTube page.
Now, Joe at the ESPN party name-dropped himself. He's like, I'm Joe Thomas, a Pro Bowler.
Right.
Have you ever had to name-drop yourself anywhere?
And it didn't work.
To get in.
It didn't work. Besides 24-hour fitness.
Right.
You know what? I hate being that guy.
You hate doing it, but there's some parties you just have to try.
Yeah. I don't want to be the guy that be like, you don't know me? Google.
Like, no, I don't know.
Google, hey!
I Googled you, and I still don't know you.
Google me.
That's how you become viral on YouTube when you go, you don't know who I am, and they still tase you.
Right. Now, I got kicked out of, it was funny, I went to, my buddy is Tony Wiley, who's in the front office with the Redskins now, but when he was with the Texans, I went to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. Texans playing Buccaneers. I had never had field passes. This is like 2002, 2003. And I thought field passes meant on the field, right? So it's literally pregame, and I'm sitting there right next to Keyshawn, Brad Johnson. They're throwing fade routes, and I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed on the 50, like, and I can see me like, who is this guy? And I'm so comfortable. All of a sudden, the cop came and whipped out not the taser, but the club that comes out. Whack! And I hear Tony going, you can't be on the field! I was just midfield.
You just
like,
strolled out.
Yeah,
50-yard line.
You didn't put side of the field pass.
Yo, Brad, I'm open. That's funny. So we had a debate here on the show, and you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, right? So I played 3 years with the Bengals. I grew up a Bengals fan because, you know, my brother Artrell, he played for the Bengals. They live in Cincinnati. But there's like this mystique around Carson Palmer. Now, I like Carson Palmer. He's a good guy. I grew up watching him. But why do people think he's so much better than Andy Dalton? Because I don't think that's the case. And I know as a Bengals fan you have a take on it. Who do you prefer, Carson Palmer, Andy Dalton, and why?
Well, I know Andy. So
Yes.
I got to pick him because I know him. I never knew Carson.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You're
like
not getting
that.
that Christmas card if you don't pick
But
Andy
Carson,
Dalton.
Carson was, I always thought he was really good. I thought the coaching held him back.
Propaganda.
And, well, I don't know, man. He goes to Cincinnati. We were terrible. And then we were respectable with Carson. And he had to deal with a lot of BS off the field. And then he goes to Oakland. And they were 8-8 when he was in Oakland. Oakland was terrible. Then he goes to Arizona, and they were terrible, and he does okay in Arizona. He's almost like a poor man's Troy Aikman.
Yeah, but
almost.
But what is it like? Andy was the same way. Like, how can the coaching hold Carson Palmer back and not hold Andy Dalton back?
I don't know, man. Andy's the best redheaded quarterback in the NFL right now. I know that.
Yes, I give him that.
I don't
Is
know,
Blake
I don't
Bortles
know
a
what
redhead?
Carson Wentz is. Is Carson Wentz redhead? Second best. Sorry, I take it back. My fault. Jeff Garcia's not in the league no more.
All right.
I don't know,
all right.
man.
Who's your prediction for the Super Bowl win?
I would never bet against Tom Brady the rest of my life.
Man, you
Ever.
guy after my own heart, man.
I would never bet against him. And nothing. Checkers. If he was in the NBA, I'd bet it for him.
Hawk's been telling us for 2 weeks how he's been on this Patriots bandwagon the whole year, but
Dog,
we didn't hear it
from day
until
one.
last
He
week.
really went out on a limb with that pick.
When I signed with the Patriots, Gary had answered my text in 2 years. As soon as I signed with the Patriots, he's like, Hawk, what's up, bro?
Yeah, that's,
Hey, can you get me on the 50-yard line to catch the pass pregame?
Yeah, I did answer his text, though.
Finally.
I actually called him. Nobody calls anymore.
I had him doing
It's
free
that one
skits
from like
and everything.
3 years ago, and he's like, dude, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, bro. Like, I was a senior in high school. All right, well, Gary, we
I
appreciate
almost got beat up at a Browns game. It's the only NFL stadium I almost got beat up after a
Oh,
game.
that'll do it. What happened?
Yeah, it was years ago, and we was leaving the stadium, and this dude must have thought I bumped his wife. He goes, "Hey man, you hitting on my wife?" I go, "You're giving yourself a lot of credit right now." And I don't think he got it until I walked away. I faded into the stands.
Until he beat me up. I don't think he understood.
Yeah, Browns fans ain't got much to lose.
Hey,
Whoa.
man, we're-
Especially when you're
hot
in the 300 section. That is waiting for tax return. We can't wait. That's H&R Block. Filling that out.
Oh, my gosh. No comment, man. Well, look, appreciate Gary joining us on the Tomahawk Show. You can catch him. What's next? You're going to Toledo.
Toledo this weekend, Atlanta next weekend. Kirk Cousins go
Shout
to
out
Cleveland.
to Toledo.
Yeah, baby.
We got Kareem
Kirk
Hunt
Cousins-
coming in next.
Kirk Cousins go to Cleveland.
Kirk Cousins
Do
come to
not-
Cleveland.
Don't go to Jacksonville.
Don't go to
Don't go to
Jacksonville.
Denver. Expectations too high.
Exactly.
Go to
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Get a
4 wins.
statue.
You get a
4
Yeah,
statue.
get a statue.
4 wins, you get a
6
statue.
and 10. Whoa.
We're lit. Gary, appreciate you, baby.
Okay.
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 Sign off.
Okay.